want to change your legal status? If you do, pay attention to what I'm about to say. Entering the United States without an approval is illegal. So is to stay after your visa or permit has expired. The US immigration law offers very few options to go from being an illegal immigrant to get your permanent resident or green card. Entering into a valid marriage with a US citizen of the same or opposite sex makes you an immediate relative under the US immigration laws. An immediate relative is theoretically eligible for a US green card just as soon as you can get through the application process. However, your current illegal status could create some problems. First, you will need to fill out the I-130 form petition for an alien relative. This form will ask you personal information such as name, address, place of birth, date of birth, other names used, date and place of present marriage, if you have a social security, the number of it. Since a lot of people that are US citizens have taken advantage of this opportunity to make some money out of it by charging illegal immigrants thousands and thousands of dollars to create a fake marriage so they can get the US green card, these applications ask for evidence that the marriage is real, such as pictures, dates, videos, letters, approval for their family, friends, testimony, witnesses. This application also has a fee of $420 US. The second way you can get your US green card is if you serve on active duty with the US Armed Forces during the conflicts of World War I, World War II, the Korean hostilities, the Vietnam hostilities, the Persian Gulf War, and the Operation Enduring Freedom. Option 3 is the asylum. You can apply for the right to stay in the US if you qualify for an asylum and apply within 1 year of your entry. To be able to apply for an asylum, you need to prove that your life is running a risk in your native country or in the country you were before coming to the US. A lot of immigrants don't apply for these opportunities that the US immigration law gives them because they're afraid that they're going to get deported, they're afraid that they're going to lie to them, and also because they don't have the resources to pay for it. But if you know that you can take advantage of this opportunity and that you have the resources to pay for them, I encourage you to do it. Don't be afraid. But the real question here is, should we allow illegal immigration? Yes or no? Is it good for America? What can we do about it to solve it? The Department of Homeland Security estimated that 11.4 million illegal immigrants were living in the United States in 2012. But why is this bad? Employers want cheap labor. They benefit tremendously from legal and illegal immigration in the current slow growth economy. We have 1 million legal immigrants per year, and the vast majority of them enter the labor market competing with Americans for job opportunities. And that's where this question comes. Why do we have immigration when unemployment is high? Our experience with Mexican immigration highlights the domination of immigrants' policies by employers of cheap labor. Mexicans have been used to lower wages ever since. The government encouraged this for 20 years with the Paracero program. It only ended when Mexico complained that too many of its citizens were leaving the country. But there have been other guest worker programs since then, and all are justified by the simple fact that growers don't want to pay Americans market wages to work in the fields. Typical illegal aliens come to America primarily for better jobs, and in the process they add value to the US economy. Okay. However, they also take away value by weakening legal and national security environment. When 3 out of 100 people in America are undocumented or are documented with fake papers, there is a profound security problem. Even though they're not directly putting the threat to the America, the presence of millions of undocumented immigrants distorts the law, distracts resources, and it creates a cover for terrorism and criminals that wants to come to America. In other words, the real problem presented by illegal immigration is security, not the supposed threat to the economy as I mentioned before. Indeed, efforts to get rid of the economy influx of immigrants actually have worsened the security dilemma by driving many illegal immigrant workers underground, thereby encouraging the culture of illegals. So we should ask ourselves, are illegal immigrants really taking our jobs, as President Trump said, or are they helping the growth of the economy by paying taxes? Are they really putting a threat in our country, or are they giving more diversity to our country? There's two different points of view, and you choose which one you're in favor of. And for my conclusion, I want to state my point of view that I will want to persuade you to think the same way I think. So going back to the beginning of this video, I think we should encourage the immigration laws to help more the immigrants by giving more opportunities to get their green card, but obviously with a lot of limits and requirements that they need to be able to qualify, because we don't want criminals and people that are destroying our country to stay here. So if they don't qualify or meet the requirements that the US government is asking for, they need to go back to their own country. Once we fix the paperwork for the illegal immigrants that now are legal, we can focus on the economy and the security of America. So what I'm gonna show you next are gonna be ways in which we can solve that economy problem with illegal immigrants becoming legal.